Hey there, Saints fans! Welcome back to Talkin Saints. Here we are, officially week one of the NFL season.
Just a couple days away from Saints football.
I can't believe it. I mean, first off, Alex, welcome back. I hope you're feeling better. I know you were a little under the weather. Golly, everybody, cover.
Better. I was sick.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what can you do? I'm here now.
But you know what? Glad to have you back. Cam did a good job filling in. But you know what? He can't replace the GOAT. But look, I think I represented you well in the last episode with our 53-man roster, and we were pretty wrong.
I had JT Gray not making the team.
You fool! No, wait.
So, in case you guys didn't know, it was actually earlier today, which I don't know when this will be released on, but JT Gray got cut. Long-time special teamer for us. He's actually made the All-Pro team a couple times. It's a bummer to see him leave, and it's definitely signaling the rebuild is happening. We are in the middle of it. So save us a few money, saves us a few dollars.
I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't really save us enough to really matter for what leadership would bring. So it makes me think that there's something more going on there. Kind of like with the Tyrann thing.
Yeah.
There was definitely more to the Tyrann thing that was, on the surface level.
Another thing, I think that the new kickoff rules may have made his job a little more expendable too.
Sure. I mean,
they're not running as far down the field anymore.
Yeah, I hope
that could be it. It's okay to have these starters run like 20 or 30 yards.
I'm sure he'll go sign with the Jets or the Broncos. I've heard some stuff saying he might go to the Jets to go play with.
He'll be fine. I'll miss him, Mississippi State guy.
Yeah, but that being said, Sanker's done a good job. I think he'll probably take his spot because he's a tackling machine.
It was hard to keep Rajon Wright off the team.
Yeah, and he made it.
I wonder if he'll have that special team role.
Over Rico Payton.
Yeah, Rico Payton ended up
claimed.
With the Giants. I think Paulson Adebo and Jameis Winston,
sad.
Tried to get him to come over.
So, we lost a couple people with the waiver claims. Nothing too significant, right?
Yep.
I think one of the biggest things, just I guess kind of barely hinting on the roster, and then we'll get into the week one. We only have 2 tight ends on the team right now.
Wow. So that would be Jack Stoll, Jawan Johnson, and then I think Traylon Welch is hanging around on the practice squad. No, we have
it's Matavo is our second tight end.
Jack Stoll's gone?
Jack Stoll is gone.
Oh, so I guess we'll have Traylon Welch as the third game day.
We have like 6, 7 wide receivers, 8 wide receivers on the roster. It's kind of weird. I wonder if
Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, I wonder if we're using Vile. We traded for him. I wonder if we're using him as I guess I've already talked about that, as more of a tight end since he's that bigger body. Who knows? We'll find out.
Jones, I actually saw on the depth chart, was running back 3
over
Devin Neal.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he'll give more of a. Vilas and Kendre are the kick returners.
I think he's a returner, and then we probably have some special packages where we'll try and get him the ball. Maybe kind of like what we saw a little bit from Shaheed on his rookie year, where he wasn't your prototypical normal every down wide receiver.
Sure.
But he had that elite speed. Try to get him the ball in space, design something for him. Could see something like that.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. So we brought back Jake Haener. Stinks. What's up?
Nothing.
You just checking the bike?
Making sure it was recording.
Yeah. So when we brought back Jake Haener, well.
A little bit of a waste of a roster spot, but we also signed another quarterback.
Who's going to be playing wide receiver? Is he on the? Is he on the practice squad? Yeah.
His name is Matt something, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, but he's kind of like.
He's playing wide receiver.
I guess everybody's trying to capture that Taysom Hill role, which is possibly what we'll see out of him. Maybe, I don't know. Or, maybe we're just trying to make him a wide receiver. He's very fast.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody can copy the Storm and Mormon.
Yeah, because everybody would have already.
He's one of a kind.
Nobody's been able to figure it out.
I hope Taysom comes back. It seems like he's on track to be back at some part in the season. There was some rumors going around that he's been practicing with the quarterbacks, but that's not true.
Yeah.
He is only anytime you see him take a snap at quarterback, unless obviously whatever they say, they could obviously be lying just to for strategy's sake, but. He's taking snaps at quarterback to do quarterback run. Take the snap, take off, right? Hand off. They're not going to let him throw. They might, but according to them, they're not. But that's you can always lie about that. But he won't be ready for week 1, and that's what we're getting into now. Week 1, the Arizona Cardinals are visiting New Orleans.
And I believe they went 8-9 last season.
Yeah, we have. I can put up the graphic of what was originally there, so you can see it real quick. There's the additions, and there is their record. So
big ones were Dalvin Tomlinson and Josh Sweat.
Yeah, we can't see it because I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but and they had a pretty good draft as well. And then also they have Will Johnson, the cornerback.
They made a lot of improvements to their defense. Maybe a little bit harder to move the ball against them. We'll need some good performance out of our quarterback position. So we don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, so
Spencer Rattler, in case y'all didn't know, won the starting job. So we get the rattlesnake this weekend.
Yeah, I was rooting for because anytime you draft somebody, you're obviously, I was rooting for Shuck, but I'm not opposed to Rattler. I'm going to support him, and if he wins us games, and he wins us games, and that's what we want, right? We don't want to lose. I know we had a dude leave like 8 comments saying that we're not true fans. Look, we don't want to lose.
No.
We're being realistic, though. 2 quarterbacks with the one that has experience has never won a game. He lost 7 games. The other one has no experience, and frankly, it's not like he was coming out of the draft looking like Joe Burrow, right?
No.
So
he may turn out to be decent, but he's not quite. He wasn't ready week 1. You saw what you saw on Rattler last year, and he wasn't very good. If you had all these practices and Shuck still didn't look better than Rattler, then maybe we shouldn't throw Shuck in week 1. It might.
Yeah, we've always
confidence up.
We've always talked about, and there's 4-game stretch is gonna be so rough. I'm sure that at some point we'll see both quarterbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, my LSU Tigers just beat the Clemson Tigers at Fake Death Valley.
Yeah. Copied my whole flow.
Yeah, and I'll let you know that he looked really good, and I would not mind drafting him. I know Arch Manning didn't look too great, but he was also playing against a really tough defense in his first start. Wouldn't mind getting him. There's a lot of quarterbacks coming in this upcoming draft, so not to go on that. If these 2 guys don't work out this season, there's options, right? But with week 1, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new head coach, new coaches on that staff, new quarterback for the most part. It's
a lot of gelling this team has to do. So
yeah, and it's is there going to be growing pains?
A lot of question marks. What I do like is even though our left guard's probably out, maybe he plays, but I like this offensive line. I think it's much improved. Kelvin Banks is going to add a lot of talent to this team. And maybe our run game benefits because of that. Maybe AK gets to turn back the clock a little bit.
Yeah, and to be fair, every single game we've seen so far has been minus Eric McCoy, who really is the glue that holds the O-line together.
And honestly, the worst player that we've seen in the preseason outside of Foskey and Hayner was probably veteran Cesar Ruiz, who looks like a completely different player when Eric McCoy's on the field.
Yeah, hopefully he can figure it out. But I'm just, who knows, right? As far as question marks go, if you want to talk about, because, positives, linebacker room, big positive.
You got Pete Warner, Demario Davis, Danny Stutzman, Jalen Ford showed flashes in the preseason. Mm-hmm. He's also been decent in the special teams. So has Isaiah Stallbird.
You keep going on. You look at another positive. I think our defensive tackle room is really
Yeah.
good. The edge rushers have a lot of potential. Carl Granderson could be really good this year.
Excited to see Godshaw.
Godshaw, he looks really good.
Granderson on the one drive, on the Broncos that their preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
He took over the whole game. Carl Granderson. I think this new 3-4 system may benefit him more than anybody else.
Yeah, and anytime you see a team play in the preseason, it's not what you're actually playing. It is a vanilla offense and vanilla defense. You're gonna see ball, get ball mentality. You know what? You're just gonna rush the quarterback here. We're not gonna, in this case, they actually did add a little bit of motion in their offense, but for the most part, it's all vanilla. So they're not pulling out the stops. They're not pulling out the crazy plays because there's no reason to. Those are the stuff you say for real games when it actually matters. So going into this game, I wouldn't use too much of the preseason to sway you on your decision on what you think the team's going to be like. But that being said, I think our defensive tackles, our linebackers, and our O-line solid. Wide receiver is kind of a question mark. I think Olave and Shaheed are really good. Someone's got to step up behind those two guys.
Devon Vele, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Vele.
And we, since the last video, we signed Trey Palmer. Is that his name?
Yeah, Trey Palmer. He's not he was not bad for the Buccaneers.
They just had a crowded wide receiver room.
They have a really good wide receiver room. So who knows where that's going to step up? I think for me, and then the running back room has AK. I like that room as well. Kendra looked really good. My biggest question mark for this for the offense is tight end. Tight end
is
We only have 2 tight ends on the roster right now, and neither of them. We're paying $10 million a year for one of them that I'm not a big.
Juwan Johnson.
Not a fan of that contract. Not a fan for $10 million.
Yeah, it's I've seen some great flashes from him. Really, just from the Jameis Winston era. I think that Jameis Winston got that dude paid.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think on the defensive side, our biggest question mark is our cornerback room. So
But I will say Maliki is 6'8", so
yeah, he's
not the greatest
he's got the
route
physicals.
runner, but throw a goal line fade to him or something. Maybe he'll get up there and moss somebody.
As far as on the defensive side, because I think our safety room is going to be good too. I forgot to add that.
Yeah.
Our cornerbacks, though, are definitely a question mark. We were talking about it a little bit before the show. Alante's injury status is up in the air.
He might play. We don't really know yet. Tomorrow's the first practice, I think, so we'll see if he's practicing or.
I guess to add a little bit of a, I find it strange that we haven't. This is the first time we're practicing this week. Wednesday will be the first time we practice. Again, new head coach, whatever. Everything's new. The 53-man roster has just kind of been like official, and you're now you're practicing 3 days before the game. It's kind of weird. I don't understand. There's just a moth got in. So not practicing Monday, maybe Labor Day. Sure, I get it. Why are they not practicing today? Who knows? Maybe they're in the film room. Maybe they're figuring it out. But we'll see. If they go out there and they dominate, kill them like we did week 1 last year, then you know what? I'll reserve my judgment.
What is it? 5 straight week 1 wins for us?
Yeah, starting back to the Texans in 2019.
Wow,
that was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a lot of success week 1 with different coaches, with different quarterbacks, with different. So Dome is a tough place to play. It's gotten a little quieter lately, but it's still hard to go on the road and win football games. And even though you may not agree that this team's going to be the best in the NFL, it's an NFL team with NFL players. So
any given Sunday,
yeah,
unless they're playing the Bills.
No, yeah, the Bills is it's not any given Sunday. It's any given when you're better, you maybe have a chance.
Yeah.
So I guess to narrow it down, to come down to a point, our goal to win this game, what are what should our goal be to win this game? What do we need to do properly to win this game?
This is going to sound crazy. I think Blake Grupe's got to make a lot of field goals. We got to have good defense. And I think we have to find a way to be creative in the run game. If that means having 2 running backs out there at once, some sort of distraction, maybe having some end arounds to Velas or Rashid, getting the ball out quick from Spencer. I don't think you want to have him dropping back too much, and he has the chance to fumble or throw a bad interception. So just keep the game simple, run the ball, hope that your defense shows up, and that's contain Kyler Murray from rolling out of the pocket and taking off. That's kind of what I have.
Yeah, 100%. With any game this year, and it's just football in general, right? This team is going to be heavily reliant on the run game, and if that doesn't take off, you can't. Our quarterbacks. Neither of them are guys.
I don't think we're going to win these shootouts.
No,
I think there's an opportunity for us to control some games. I could see us sticking in there for 8 or 9 games. Not winning all of them, but being within one score. Yeah,
I mean, you
can keep it to where you're not having to throw the ball 30 times a game. I think you have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about being competitive. So if we can stay competitive, then that should be the goal.
If you have to play hero ball, if you have to play from behind, that's when you really are going to start to struggle.
Yeah, our quarterbacks aren't hero. They're not capable of winning those kind of games. So relying on the run game is huge. Yeah. And then it's exactly what you said. If we can stop Kyler Murray from running the ball all over us, because in recent years, the games that we've gotten absolutely torched are games where the quarterback has been able to run the ball.
Yeah.
I think Danny Stutzman's going to help with that. I think Sanker, Godshaw, I think these guys can help with that.
I mean, we did. I know it didn't show up, and it wasn't the same defense last year that we had this year, but we did improve, at least against quarterbacks that ran last year. I want to say we sacked Jane Daniels like 7 times or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's different aspect, which again, this is a different team because we knew. So, who knows? I mean, that's the whole. That's just the theme of
the most unknown football team we're going into the season with. Since I've been a Saints fan.
Exactly. I mean, even during Jameis Winston's first year, you still had Sean Payton, right? You knew what you had in Jameis.
Defense.
You kind of knew what you had in Jameis Winston. We had the stacked defense. The 3 years with Dennis Allen, you had Derek Carr. You still kind of knew what you had in Derek Carr, right? Yeah. You knew what you had when Andy Dalton was out there. You kind of knew it was. You doesn't necessarily thought you were going to win games, but you knew what you had. We don't really know, right?
We don't know if we have a game manager at quarterback or it's somebody who's going to be hurt.
It's something. It's at least interesting. It's fascinating. It's something to.
I'm looking forward to it.
Entertain the fans. We
may know tickets after week 1, but hey, I mean, maybe,
let's see. I mean, I'm just curious.
It's really not that bad of a roster. It's just that quarterback position is so big, so important. It's looming.
Let's see. I'm just curious. While I have y'all on let's see how much tickets are to this game. So right now it is Tuesday at 9:36. We had a late start on tonight's episode, and you know what? That's okay. So let's just say you're buying 2 tickets. You and your talk show co-host are going to a game. $45 for week 1.
Last year they started at like $115.
Yeah,
week 1 they were more than double that.
I mean, it's
not even.
To be fair,
1 we're selling tickets.
To be fair, 49ers at Saints is $100 right now.
Yeah,
but still
that'll change.
Alex, do you think the New Orleans Saints are going to win their 6th straight home opener? Do you think they're going?
I got it as a really close game. I have the Cardinals just beating us, just edging us out.
Oh boy.
21-18 with 6 Blake Grupe field goals.
That'd be I mean, It's not out of the question. I need to go pick Blake Grupe up on fantasy.
That's what I have. I mean, Blake Grupe's been automatic this offseason, this preseason. I don't think he's missed.
I think we talked about it in the roster prediction or the season prediction. We had this as an L.
But it could be close.
It could be close.
It's a winnable football game. It's not something we should go in there and get blown out. Look, I think the spread's at 4.5 points. I have us covering the spread. So if you're betting,
I think
you can still bet on the Saints to win. If the way I'm betting is not straight up, I'd bet on the Saints to cover the spread.
So I think. I mean, I really, really am. There's the optimistic side of me that's like,
yeah,
dude, come on, I always want the Saints to win. But then there's like the realistic side who's just like, be real, like be honest with yourself.
I remember going to Jacksonville with this guy. We were playing the Packers in week 1. He's like, we're going 17-0. And I know he's
it's a joke. I mean, that was a joke.
He's like, we're going 17-0. Well, then Jameis dropped 38 points on the Packers, and we won 38.
And we were like, oh my goodness.
It's like, I don't think we're going 17-0, but still, that's a.
We were 5-2.
Then last year started out the same way.
Yeah. So, to be fair, I think we're a first 2-game team.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fair point.
I want to say
go for it.
I want to say we're going to win this game. I want to say we're going to win.
Simpkins is going to lose a football game this year.
I think Kellen Moore has been absolutely just hopefully planning for this game. I think the team has been putting this game on their schedule. I think we lose. I think we lose 24-17. I'm sorry. I want to go again. 24-17. It's a tough game. We'll be there. We'll be rooting for the Saints. We'll be hoping they win.
Killed Tripp. They killed his optimism. He's a completely different person now.
I want to say we're gonna win, but it's a running quarterback, right? They have a team that got a lot better. They have the wide receivers don't really scare me. That it's an all right
Marvin
team.
Harrison Jr.
Yeah, which is good because our cornerbacks don't really, they're not great. Their O-line, I don't really know much about their O-line, to be honest with you. Their running backs, James Conner he's good.
Yeah.
But he's not Saquon, and, he's not, which, no one's Saquon, but he's, containable, right? I think our defense plays pretty well against this offense. But I don't think our offense plays well against this defense. I think our offense is what's going to maybe hold us back. I think we lose. It sucks. It sucks. I tried. I was this close. I was this close to saying we were going to win. But I'm locking it in. We're going to lose 17-24. It's going to be a close game. But yeah, so you have us losing. We're going to lose. We want to know, do you think we're going to win? Do you think we're going to lose? Let us know in the chat. 4-3, whatever I said originally. And then what you think we're going to win. Who knows? But as always, guys, for the people that do watch, we really do appreciate it. If we got to be a little more loud, a little more energetic, have a little more personality into it. I mean, we can.
Damn, you called me out.
We will. We'll do that.
Jeez, bro, I feel attacked.
I'm just no.
It's me, isn't it? Okay.
But you know what? We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Who dat? Talkin' Saints.